Okay, that's game. That's 100% good game. Hello again, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls and goblins. I'm your host, Hello Good Game, and today we're playing Magic the Gathering Arena. Jund is back on the table, you guys. This is a recursion deck that will be bringing Vorinclex from the grave back into play as an 8/8. We have a lot of self-mill within the deck, and we're also utilizing food tokens for all the goodies that they provide. If you find any value within the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, family, MTG playgroups, and local game stores. Support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, our Amazon link, and our Great Viking Games link. Thanks so much again for your time and attention. Let's break down the deck. You guys know the deal. We're talking about strategies, synergies, each individual card, breaking down our playlines and interactions so you can be a judge and decide whether or not this deck is something that you want to spend your wildcards on. We have a 3.2 average converted mana cost with 22 creatures and 14 non-creatures, sitting at a nice even 24 land in the deck, a very aggressive mid-range deck. Starting out with our list, we have 4 copies of Gilded Goose, a 0/2 with flying. When it enters play, create a food token. We can pay 2 to sacrifice the food token, gaining 3 life. We can pay 2 from the goose, tapping it to create a food token, which is quite nice. We can also tap the goose to sacrifice a food without paying the 2 mana, because we're sacking it with the goose, to add 1 mana of any color. So, this is a food generation engine for us, which can, be utilized for the mechanics that we'll break down in a second, but it can also just gain us life, which is really quite helpful. 4 copies of Trail of Crumbs. This is another food card, an enchantment for 2 mana. When Trail of Crumbs enters the battlefield, create a food token, much like the goose does. Whenever you sacrifice a food, you may pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. You may reveal a permanent card from among them and put it into your hand, with the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This has amazing synergy within Gilded Goose because, of course, Gilded Goose can sacrifice a food, which triggers the Trail of Crumbs. The goose adds a mana because of the sacrificed food, which you can spend on the Trail of Crumbs to take that draw. So, very nice draw engine here for us. We have 4 copies of Mire Triton. This is a 2/1 with Death Touch, and when it enters the battlefield, mill 2 cards and gain 2 life. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Into our 3 drops now, we have 2 copies of Egon, God of Death, and the Throne of Death. The Throne is absolutely amazing in the deck, but Egon is even better. The Throne's a 1-drop, which we love. It goes in, the first turn if we can, and at the beginning of your upkeep, mill a card. That's just going to keep our graveyard full for us. We can also pay 3, tapping the Throne, exiling a creature card from our graveyard to draw. This is not that bad. If you have the spare mana, you go into the mid game and, potentially even the late game as well. Getting those extra draws is going to go a long way. The God is a 6/6 with Death Touch, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile 2 cards from your graveyard if you can't sacrifice it and draw a card. We want to keep it in play. 6/6 with Death Touch is very formidable. 2 copies of Elspeth's Nightmare, an enchantment saga. When it enters play, destroy target creature an opponent controls with 2 or less power. Next up, target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Absolutely amazing. And finally, exile target opponent's graveyard. So Elspeth's Nightmare is, just a must-have in any black deck right now because it does so many nice things for such little cost. 4 copies of Tymaret Calls the Dead, another saga. For the first 2 turns, it's in play. Mill 3 cards, then exile a creature or enchantment card from our graveyard. If we do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. And then finally, on the third firing of it, you gain X life and scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. So, a little bit of life gain and a little bit of scry is helpful for us as well. We have Polukranos Unchained for 4. This is a 0/0 that enters play with 6 +1/+1 counters on it. It escapes with 12 +1/+1 counters on it. The escape cost requires it to be played from the grave with 6 mana and exiling 6 other cards from your grave. If damage will be dealt to Polukranos while it has a +1/+1 counter on it, prevent that damage and remove that many +1/+1 counters from it. We can pay 3 mana to have it fight a target creature. It is also a zombie, which has nice synergy with Calls the Dead for that scry and life gain. 4 copies of Kardur's Vicious Return. Now this is what the deck was based around. Another saga. When it enters play, you may sacrifice a creature. When you do, it will deal 3 damage to any target. Absolutely. Each player discards a card. And then finally, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and it gains haste until your next turn, which is very, very good. 4 copies of the Wicked Wolf, a 3/3, and when it enters play, it fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. We can sacrifice a food at instant speed to put a +1/+1 counter on the wolf, giving it indestructible until the end of turn. We'll also tap it during that scenario, but this is great removal for us. Into our 5 drops now, we have 2 copies of the Ox of Agonas. A 4/2, and when it enters play, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. We can replay it from the grave for 2 mana via the escape, exiling 8 other cards from the grave in the process. The Ox will escape with a +1/+1 counter on it. And finally, and certainly not least, Vorinclex Monstrous Raider, a 6/6 with trample and haste. If you would put 1 or more counters on a permanent or player, put twice that many. And of course, if your opponent would put counters on a permanent or player, put half that many. Of course, I'm sure you guys are familiar with this by now. 4 Cragcrown, Timbercrown Pathways, 4 Darkbore, Slitherbore Pathways, 4 Bright Step, Sear Step Pathways, 6 Forest and Mountain, and 5 Swamps. No sideboard today, we're playing best of 1. So that's your list. As far as the main objectives to the deck, you want to, bring Vorinclex back from the grave. Bring Ox of Agonas back from the grave. Bring Polukranos back from the grave. And bring the God of Death back from the grave. If you need to fight your opponent's creatures, the Wicked Wolf can even be brought back. If you need life gain and death touch, the Mire Triton can potentially even be brought back. However, if you're looking to be the aggressor and you're not playing defensively, it's Vorinclex 9 times out of 9. We do have the food aspect to the deck that's going to allow us to gain life. It's going to allow us to gain indestructible and draw cards. That's super helpful. We have the mill incorporated within the deck as well to get some of these cards in the grave, right? We can use the return to bring them back. We can even play them from the grave through the escape if it's the Ox or Polukranos, right? So our priority is to pull Vorinclex from the grave and play the Ox and Polukranos from the grave organically, without the return. Of course, we have removal within Elspeth's Nightmare, within Mire Triton, within the Wicked Wolf. We have life gain within the Gilded Goose, Trail of Crumbs, and Tymaret Calls the Dead. Draw engine through the God of Death or the Throne, through Trail of Crumbs, and through the Ox. Removal also through Polukranos, and recursion through Vicious Return. So that's just like an overview of what each card kind of gets categorized as, and your overall strategy and synergies. Stack food, right? Get those Trail of Crumbs out, get the Goose out, use the Wolf for removal. Of course, we're also looking to self-mill ourselves, right? Triton, the Throne, Tymaret Calls the Dead. This is helping us to get some of the goodies that we want in the grave, like Polukranos, like the Ox, like Vorinclex. We pull Vicious Return, we play it, we get the removal, we get to pull our baddies that we milled, or we discard if they're in our hand back to the field, which is great, and we just apply more pressure than they can handle. So again, thank you all for your time and attention. I hope you enjoyed the deck breakdown and know a little bit more about it, and we'll break down today's gameplay footage here in a second. I urge you to like, comment, subscribe, share the channel to your friends, families, your MTG playgroups, and your local game stores. Check out Magic the Gathering Arena Assistant. If you're on Windows, it's absolutely free. You can download it through my Linktree link in the description below, or Google Hello Good Game Linktree. All the latest news is here, metagame information, so it's telling you what's being played in each of the different formats. You have your own deck statistics in the different formats, which is cool as well. Your own collection information, and my favorite, the Deck Advisor, which actually recommends decks for you to play based on your current collection. So you'll see we have all the cards here, and these ones we don't. So we know we can play some of those decks, which is absolutely amazing if you're new to the game. So download it for free in the description below. Of course, you can Google Hello Good Game Linktree to find it as well. Take care, enjoy today's gameplay footage. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you. We are on the draw. We have a fairly decent starting hand, I think. Very low to the ground. We've got some ramp, we've got some draw engines, and we have some mill, which is everything we want, plus our 3 lands. So very happy with the way this looks. Playing against red is heartbreaking. We'll do our best, though. Get in their way. Alright, I'm sure we just get stomped. Shock. Interesting to see someone running that. No snowlands here. We have our 2 red sources for the Ox. Let's gain some life, throw a Death Touch blocker in play. I'm sure they'll remove it. Is what it is. We get hit for 1. What? Do you see how it wouldn't let me pick that side of the pathway? How's that? Pretty cool stuff. At least it came in on the appropriate side. Thankfully. LOL. Just right into play. No, sorry, don't get to choose. That's lovely. Fervent Champion with haste is annoying, and I hate it. Where's our wolf? We need a wolf. Alright, this isn't that bad. You know, we don't have 3 damage to deal to them, unfortunately. You know, they kill our creatures. But I still think the second 2 triggers here are nice. Taking some damage. There's no other play. You know, we could have played a food. Taken a draw. But I would rather get this in play, I think. Alright, Bone Crusher in play. So that next turn's kind of ugly. Let's toss Vorinclex. I was going to toss an Ox, but we have the potential to get them both in play. They have to discard here, down to 2. I'm sure they have lots of good cards in their hand, and it's a difficult decision to make. Let's take a draw, find a land. Huh. I guess the removal's nice. Up to 17. Are we going to get Embercleaved here? Probably. If we're 10, 11, 12. Potentially 13, 14, 15? No, no cleave. Big hit though, and we're dead next turn. We have a nice defender. The haste is irrelevant. Right? Kill a champion. Plus we get in their hand because the Vorinclex double triggers it. Fire Prophecy goes. They have another giant. Ouch. No attacks. We're playing defensively. We're super dead. Right, we kill the giant. Get hit for 2, down to 6. They play another giant. We kill the giant. Hit for 2, down to 4. Then we're down to 3, 2 when we block the charger. And we can finally kill the champion. If they're all top decking lands. So it works. And we have the food to help us out. I'll eat that food next turn. Trail of Crumbs can help us out there as well. And also we have life gain through the zombies. It could be an Embercleave. No way. No way. They would have just top decked that. So that's interesting. Oh, they had not cast that Bone Crusher yet. So we trade. Now that is interesting. Graveyards go. Let's get some zombies rolling out. some more food, down to 6. Doesn't feel good. We have a giant to enter. Yeah, we kill this thing. There it is. There it is. My woof woofs has arrived. We're getting this so close. Take that draw. Grab the land. We remove the giant. I love it. I love it. And in play. Woof. Rimrock Knight doesn't have haste. We're okay. We can trade with the champion or just kill it. Our turn. The goose is good, I guess. Let's grab life, take our double draw. The goose for more food. Polukranos is nice there too, though, in all honesty. And another wolf is awesome. That's our turn. You know, we can go up to 13 with that food if we don't take the draw. Robber is fine. Another wolf. Take out. Probably the robber, hey? Let's take out the rimrock. Grab the land, I guess. Oh, we forgot to make it indestructible. We ate it for food instead. Oh my god, no attacks. What are you doing, kid? You know, you gotta love the life. Have you guys just click things that light up, or is that just me? You only play for realsies when you're losing. Once you start to win, it's just like, click stuff until I go away. No attacks. We get pretty lucky here with another wolf. Land in play. We don't need indestructible this time. Let's just take the robber. We'll toss our ox. Draw 3 cards. Wolf can go in. I'm confident that we can kind of turn on the jets now. Woo! Back up to 13. Close match. Really, really close there. Get a decent hit. They have 3 cards in hand. Only 3 land, though, which is, you know, I guess all a red deck needs, but they've played all of their robbers too, haven't they? Let's just fold out. Up to 15 here. We keep milling our version spells. Flex. Another zombie. Oh my gosh, we can do it. Why not? Why wouldn't we? Draw 3. Ox in play. That's definitely a win. Actually, cancel. We don't want to eat there. Big hits. I don't mind it. It's a Jund food like you've never seen before. Typically, it's the sacrifice, right? We're not really doing any sacrificing here. More self-mill. Charger in play. Yeah, that's a decent field. Trail of Crumbs. Triton. The Triton is good. Kill off their whole field. Oh, they've got Embercleave finally. That's... Luckily, we're at 15. Goes on a robber. Ox is gone. Jeez. Down to 12. Our turn. More zombies. Land in play. Wolf in play. Fight the robber. Good game. Not too shabby. Longer than I expected that to go against a mono red deck, but I'm happy that we were able to beat them. That's one of the decks that you see most commonly. Going first, nice land with an Ox. Huh. Typically when we have a hand this good, we get beat down. More mono red. This is what I mean. You'll always see this deck. You'll never get around it. Let's see if they get revenge. Oh, that's good. Robber is done. We need double red, double black. Or sorry, double red, double green. Oof. We get Embercleave. That's... wow. Right? This is red on the back, so this goes green. And we put up the defender. Right? It helps. They might just snow blast it with Frostbite. We're down to 3-3, which still, it helps. They might use their Spike Field to exile it, which I think is a bad play. Just because we have so many copies of it and there's nothing in our graveyard. Oh, and it prevented that damage? Why isn't it exiled? I'm so confused. So, I mean, this is kind of bad, right? If they get that 5th land, we're screwed. No, but Annex isn't any better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's not ideal, but whatever. Oh, and we make them discard their dragon. That is hot sauce. Screw it. Let's go for it. We lose Trail, which is unfortunate, but... oh, 2 Wicked Wolves. Now that is gas. Oh, another robber. Kill Annex. They get the 2 Satyrs. It's annoying, and I hate it. We get Vorinclex, remember, here. Kill the robber. I say, heck yeah, let's race them. They're top decking, right? We did our job. This is ideally what we want the matches to go. Kind of like... I'm so sorry, Mono Red. Coming for you today. A little bit quicker than Going first. Woo! Hot dog. Please not a red deck. Pretty please. Alright, so we have black, red, and green. We're good to go. We do need the double green, though. Maybe we just ignore red, but we need double red, too. Oh! Mono white. They think we have a stomp. We don't. We go with the blade instead. Hollow Blade is disgusting, indestructible. You know, gets through a lot of what we're trying to do, especially if it gets flying. So our best bet here. Oh, not to mill this return. Oh, that sucks. It would have been right off the top for a draw. We have Vorinclex in hand to discard. Sad. I'm so sad. Redain. God of the Worthy. Wow. Okay. We don't have snowlands, but 4 or greater, non-creature wise, you know, which is the vicious. Whew. No blocks. You know, maybe we can just get in the way. This is more expensive now. So sad. Do we wolf kill this? I think we do. Right, and then we can cast this next turn. They have no mana for Elspeth. Let's take our hit down to 19. Deep breaths. If we can play the return, that's great. If they don't get life gain, that's also great. Oh! That has a lot of value. They get to keep pulling those from their sideboard. So even if we deal with them, that's not good. I'll trade with the Hollow Blade, make them discard. I mean, at this point. We have to get any value we can. Tossing a land. Okay, we get to kill this first angel. Not bad. We also have Vorinclex coming into play. Not bad. We can take down this mono white deck. I'm going to be very pleased with myself. Let's hit. For free. I'm worried that, you know, they just play something that we can't defend against. Vorinclex goes to the grave. We play Polukranos. And the angel. Oh, they're going wide. That's not good. Down to 13. I think I'm just going to play Vorinclex because it has haste, and then this will have haste from the grave. So we force the discard. They're having a hard time with it. I think they forgot about it. You know, that Legion Angel's nice. If we can get rid of it, please toss that angel. It's a Lurrus. Wow. Oh, what are we doing? We're playing Vorinclex this turn. Oh, you freaking fool. That's my bad. Oh my god, we just misplayed so hard. I got distracted with the Luris Mill. Oh my god, that hurts. So we block, obviously, with Polukranos. We do whatever we do. That sucks so hard. We force the discard, or they use the Savior. Land. That was such a misplay. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna bring back the Triton. Let's grab some life. Oh, Wicked Wolf off the top. Why? Why? Why, man? Why? We're getting hit for a lot. Let's do our best. You know, it is like 12 damage. We would have won this if I didn't misplay that. What a horrendous misplay. I'm so sorry. This was an easy win if we did that line like I had explained. Wow, this is a big block. They're just going to give the angel protection. Like, they can't kill it. They just chump block the damage from something else. I would just block the angel with the Polukranos. They definitely should double block the 2 without travel, right? Again, we threw this match. My bad. Let's see if we can recover from it. Down to 5. We kill the Savior. We get hit for 8. 9 damage confirmed. They have to defend, right? They can't attack. No way. It makes sense. Can we top deck a wolf? Question mark? They can't discard for the blade, so it's got to be the Savior to protect something on the ground. I have angels in the air. No attacks. We have 7 mana. Oh, they've got the dog, though. Six. They just have lethal next turn, right? All attacks. I'm pretty sure this is how the cookie's meant to crumble. We get to kill 2 angels here. As soon as they sack the dog, we kill what it goes to. Okay, that's game. That's 100% good game. I don't know how we did it. We had the biggest misplay, and we still made it through. Beating mono red, beating mono white. Some of the best aggro decks right now. I cannot believe it. 100%. Check the deck out, you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Can I get a woof woof? 100% win rate. 100% win rate. I know, the sample size is extremely small, but, you know, that's what you get. 2 new decks a day, and I do my best throughout them. So I think that the deck works very well. You know, having the food in here is amazing, and then the recursion is absolutely perfect. So I don't know if this list needs to be changed at all. I think it's pretty close to being perfect. With that being said, MDFC land, maybe that's where it gets better. Maybe Turntimber Symbiosis somehow, maybe, you know, the Shatter Skull Smashing potentially. Let me know what you guys think as far as the MDFC lands or any improvements to the deck in general. Of course, I read all the comments. I just don't have time to reply to them. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to comment on the videos. Of course, if you are commenting and liking, we do have that $10 giveaway every single video. So do that as a habit every single video, and you could be winning $10. Of course, we have the 500,000 gem giveaway as well, free cash prize monthly tournaments on MTG Melee, Brawl, and Artisan formats, and 100 one-on-one coaching sessions with myself. That also comes with a little cash prize. So I do my best to give back to the community because I am just so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Enjoy another video that will be starting in just a second. Take care.